Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barfield. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped defending the team. Davis will throw. Coming out aggressively. Pulls in the deep ball. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Finds his big tight end. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barfield. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going up top again. He got him. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
This is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times again.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, I gotta fix the play. Cool.
No backs. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Touchdown, Hawaii! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Cook. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Syracuse will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Willis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Looking for a push on 4th down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here we go. They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quarterback keeper. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's White. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. back. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Davis will throw. Here's the pressure. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can tell he's catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's complete on the right side. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Quick handoff. Oh, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
All the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fellow, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
Strong play, quarterback keeps it. You want to talk about running behind your pass as he plows his way to the 35.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The give to the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards and you're running back, you can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Davis looking to pass. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Rainbow Warriors have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Using his feet. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quickly complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Davis will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harris.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our half.
I ain't never been janked so hard. I'm diving like a motherfucker, dog. That's crazy.
We'll try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The quick out. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Nixon. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Syracuse right back at it.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the try is
You know I
good.
did the way.
And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Using his feet to buy time. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. decide to put it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Willis. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Really nice run there. And you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit.
Breaks into the open. Got some room in under the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
This is why you consistently run the football. Steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Davis will throw. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. It's caught. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Caught over the middle. It's Barfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Barfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
To the back. He's out of bounds at the 38. First down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
21, Hawaii, 7.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback extends the play. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on. as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Might be calling a hot route. Leaves it with the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Using his legs, it's Nixon. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They're going to ride this running back.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here when you have a red zone weapon like this dude. Use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been